What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Overboy, and I'm going to be doing my review for Halloween 2018. This is the latest movie in the Halloween franchise until Halloween Kills comes out next week. I can't believe we're finally getting Halloween Kills. It seems like it's been forever. But this movie is directed by David Gordon Green and written by him, Danny McBride, and Jeff Radley. And this movie takes place 40 years after the events of the first Halloween movie, and Michael Myers escapes again and returns to Haddonfield and starts going on a killing spree, and Laurie Strode is trying to protect her daughter and her granddaughter and stop Michael again, once and for all. So this movie is a pretty good sequel. I've actually reviewed it at least once or twice on here before when I did my reviews last time, and then I think I reviewed it when it first came out, the night that I saw it the first time. My thoughts on this haven't changed a whole lot. I do still really like it, and everything. I think it has some really great kills in here, although compared to some of the other movies, the kills aren't quite as good as I remembered them to be. Like if you compare them to like the Rob Zombie ones that were so brutal and everything, this one has a lot of brutal kills, but I'm expecting Halloween Kills will be even more brutal and stuff. But I do like, though, that a lot of them they do cut away and then you see the aftermath later, kind of like in the original. It kind of makes it where it ties in with that one a lot better to me and everything. It didn't feel just like the other ones where you just see everything real quickly and they're like your typical slasher movies. This one felt like it was trying to be a good continuation of the first, and I like that about it. And everything, the cast in here are all really great, especially Jamie Lee Curtis. It's one of her best performances as Laurie Strode. Maybe my favorite performance of her as a character. I don't know, though, because I really did like her performance in H2O as well. But she's great in here. And Andi Matichak, who plays her granddaughter Allison, is really good. She has a really likable screen presence, and I just really like Allison. I think she's a really good character and everything, really likable. And Laurie's daughter Karen, played by Judy Greer, is decent. I know a lot of people love to hate on her and say she's annoying, and she is to an extent, but you gotta look at it through the character's eyes. Like, all the stuff that Laurie put her through as a kid, yes, that traumatized her and stuff, and Laurie had she had the best interests at heart, but she didn't really, she just didn't really raise Karen in the best way and everything, due to her trauma and everything, and it inflicted on her. But I think that Karen is a good character, and I'm looking forward to see what they do with her in the next one. I don't know if they'll kill her off or not, but I'm curious to see what they're going to do. I think that Judy Greer does a decent job playing Karen in it, though, and but most of the cast in here I think are pretty good. There are some things I don't like, though. Like I don't like that they show Michael's face way too much in this movie, and I have a feeling they're gonna flat out fully show it in Halloween Kills, the way they're acting. And it's not that I don't like it. I mean, we've seen his face in other movies and stuff, and it don't really bother me, but also just kind of like the mystery of it too, if you know what I mean. It just, I felt like they showed it way too much and everything, but it doesn't really run the movie for me either, though. And the Dr. Sartain twist, when I saw it the first time, it totally shocked me. I thought it was a really good twist, and then every time I rewatch it, I think the twist is just kind of dumb and everything. It's an interesting concept that should have been drug out a little bit longer. I think it would have been a lot cooler if they would have waited on that twist. Maybe let Dr. Sartain be in Halloween Kills or Halloween Ends, and maybe make that a big twist at the end of one of those movies instead of doing it in this one. But we did get a really great kill, though. When Michael kills him and he just stomps on his face and everything, that was a really awesome kill. Probably my favorite kill in the whole movie, though. And one of the other things is some of the humor for me. You could tell Danny McBride wrote some of the dialogue in this movie, because there were parts in here that didn't not really feel like it fit into a Halloween movie, except for maybe a Rob Zombie one. But like when what's his name? Karen's husband. I don't even remember what his name is. He's not really that unlikable or anything. I don't think he's as annoying as everyone says, but some of the dialogue and stuff with his humor and stuff, just it's really cheesy and stuff. And also, I guess it is kind of meant to be that way. It's like dad jokes and stuff, but some of it is just really corny. Although I do think the peanut butter on my you-know-what thing that he says, for some reason it always cracks me up. Everyone else I know says it's really cringy and stupid, and it is cringy and stupid, but it's also kind of hilarious to me for some reason and everything. I guess it's just because I really get Danny McBride's sense of humor and stuff, and it kind of took me off guard the first time I saw it, and I thought it was like just crazy that they put that in this movie. But and also I don't like some of the side characters, some of Allison's friends, mainly her, mostly her boyfriend. I really don't like him. He starts off being okay, where he's not really totally unlikable, and then as the movie progresses, he becomes really unlikable. And the scene when he just throws her phone in the pudding, it was really stupidly written. Like I guess they were just trying to find a reason to make Allison not have her phone and stuff. It was really dumb reason, like throwing it in the pudding and everything, just because he's mad because she caught him kissing another girl. It was dumb writing and everything. I was like, if that's what teenagers do nowadays when they're mad at each other, that's really stupid. But yeah, for the most part, I think this is a decent movie. The suspense is real well done, and the atmosphere is great. I like that they took the family angle away and made it where just Michael is wanting to go on a rampage again. Instead, he's not even after Laurie. Laurie's after him this time. I kind of like that they changed it around a little bit. Although they could have kept Laurie out of it, and it would have been even more of a unique sequel where Michael's just going after random people and stuff instead. But I think that it's fine the way it is. And James Jude Courtney is really excellent as Michael Myers. I absolutely loved him in the role. He's one of my favorite portrayals of Michael in the entire franchise. And he's at least in my top 3, and Halloween Kills could make him rise up. He's just really great in the role and everything. He's brutal. He gets all the mannerisms and stuff of the character from the original and stuff down to a T, and he's just perfect and everything. And also the mask in this, I absolutely love it, even though there's no way that a Halloween mask from 40 years ago would look the way it did in this movie. I still think it looks awesome and everything. I love like it has like that moldy stuff on it and everything. You can tell it's supposed to be an old mask, so I love that as well too. And I think it looks way better than the mask in Rob Zombie's Halloween, which was also supposed to be an aged mask and everything. Although I will say, by the time Halloween 2 came around, that mask looked more like what a mask from that would have been around 40 years would have looked like. But I think it looks real. The mask in this movie is just great, and everything, and it has some good kills. And the one character there were a few characters in here that I hated to see die, mainly the girl that was babysitting the little boy. I can't remember what her her name was. I think it's Vicky or something. But I really liked her. I thought she was a really likable character, and she just, the dynamic between her and that kid was just spot on perfect. It reminded me a lot of with Laurie, except it's a lot more vulgar and stuff. And that kid was hilarious too. And when I saw this movie for the first time, I was really just, I didn't like the humor and stuff with the little boy and everything. I thought it just kind of felt out of place to be in a Halloween movie, and it just didn't. At first I thought it kind of felt forced, but every time I rewatch it and stuff, now that I know to expect it and everything, I actually love it. I think it's hilarious and stuff, like when he's talking about the weed and stuff, and she's trying to pretend like she doesn't know what he's talking about and everything, and it's like, this kid is really smart and everything, and she was saying she was going to snitch on him for the stuff on his phone. It was just really good banter between them, and the dialogue in that scene is actually really well done, really funny stuff and everything, and it I love that it, like, even though it's funny and stuff, it doesn't ruin the movie and everything. And like the scene when Michael appears and the boy is just cussing and stuff as he's running out of the house and stuff. I remember when I saw it in the theater, it annoyed the crap out of me because the people in the audience were laughing really loud, and it kind of distracted me and everything. But now that I can watch it in peace without having people around me, I enjoy it a lot better. I think it works a lot better, and it is realistic. That's how a kid would talk nowadays and stuff. I've been around kids at the swimming pool and stuff like that, and know how kids talk, so it's like, yeah, that's exactly how they talk nowadays and everything, so it makes sense and everything. So but I really enjoyed Halloween 2018. I think it's a really great movie and everything. I don't think it's going to be as high on my ranking as it was last time I did my ranking. I actually had it at number 2, but I think I am going to drop it down just a little bit because I enjoyed some of the other ones more when on this rewatch. But I do think it's still a really great movie, and it could move back up to number 2 because it's one of those that's just a really entertaining one, and I can see it moving up and down and everything. But so I'd say I'd give Halloween 2018 a 8 out of 10. It's a really great movie. I do wish that some of the dialogue would have been tweaked a little bit better, and the Dr. Sartain twist, I wish it would have kept him alive and saved that for a different movie. I think it would have worked out a lot better. But aside from that, I think it's a really decent sequel and everything, and definitely one of the better movies in the franchise. And even though it does have the stuff where it retcons the other movies and takes away the brother-sister storyline, it doesn't really faze me that much. I know some people love that they did that, some people hate it and everything. I'm open to all the different incarnations and stuff, so it doesn't really bother me and everything. It's kind of like with the Rob Zombie remake. I was open to his interpretation of the character, and I love what Blumhouse is doing with it now. So as long as they make the stories good, that's the only thing that matters to me and everything. I can't wait for Halloween Kills next week, and I'm not going to do an updated ranking until after Halloween Kills comes out. I'm planning on going to see it next week. I might see it twice if I can. That way I can have my thoughts 100% verified and everything. I'm going to try to see it twice on the same night if I can and everything. Or I might watch it in the theater and then come home and watch it on Peacock. I don't know yet. But I am going to do my ranking, and I'll probably end up doing a regular review and a spoiler review on it, because it's one that I've been really anticipating a lot. I don't do that all the time with movies and everything, but this is one of the ones I've been most anticipating. So, and also for my day 11, I decided, since my Creepshow isn't going to work, and I can't find a copy of it, the library didn't have it, I'm going to review Cujo on day 11 instead. Decided just to pick a different Stephen King movie that I've wanted to talk about on my channel, and that's a movie that I haven't seen in a long time, so I'm curious to see how I feel about it now. I've only seen it a couple times, so but yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and have a good day, everybody.